Hey folks, BlackCross here, and welcome back to another episode of the PlayStation 2 Legacy. And today's game, we're going to be looking into Primal. Now, before I get started, I want to go ahead and say something real quickly. I technically did a recording of this a couple weeks back. However, I did not want to air it because of the game volume being so drastically low. So I decided to redo that. So, at first glance, it's going to seem like as if I know what I'm doing, but that's only because I had tried playing this. Unfortunately, the audio quality was just absolute shit. It's not the recording problem, it was the game. The audio is just so drastically low that it's just insanity of how low it was. So, anyway though, with that being said, Primal, I remember my friend actually playing this years back whenever he was introducing me to a whole bunch of other PlayStation 2 games. And I remember it being definitely bizarre, but I don't remember it being, like, absolutely fantastic. So, keep your expectations low as we're about to dive into Primal. Like I said, I'm going to warn you, the audio quality might be a little bit low in the game. And it's like, I tried to adjust the audio and stuff, so we'll see how it sounds. But is it still low? Yes, it's very still low. Then again, this is the music part, not the speaking part, so maybe it might be different. Of course, there's a funny looking tall dude over there.
I'm 21 now, Lewis. Too old to be living like a bum. Plus, I'm gonna need study space once I start college. No autographs. Creep.
That is an ugly looking dude right there.
Good night, guys. See you next time. See you, buddy. What is that thing? Hey. Don't make me hurt you.
Youch. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how the story starts. Lets you know, this is not your normal game here.
Yeah, she left some nightclub with her boyfriend. Looks like a gang jumped them. Left her lying outside the club. They found him several blocks away. He's in the room 3 doors down.
So, what do you think?
50-50.
Come on, Doctor. There's a coffee and donut downstairs. Need your attention.
There's our little freaky dude down there. Pulls her soul right out of the body.
That was one freaky dream. This a hospital? What the hell happened? Oh my god. I'm dead? No, 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 I don't want to be dead. Things were just starting to work out. Lewis and I were just... Oh my god. Lewis... What happened to us? Huh? What the hell are you? A bit short for the Grim Reaper, aren't ya?
You're not dead, Jennifer, but if you don't be quiet and listen to me, you soon will be. My name is, well, let's say you can call me Scree. I've been sent to find you, to show you some very important things and to enlist your assistance.
Right. Well, Scree, glad I'm not dead. But first you better explain how come I'm looking down on myself. She is creeping me out.
Your corporeal form, the one still lying there, is very weak, close to death perhaps, but not yet lost. That is only part of you. The other part, your spirit, that's you. I set it free from your body so that we could talk. In fact, now that it's free, you'll find you can travel to places you've never even imagined.
Right, so I'm like an astral projection or something.
Essentially, yes.
So what does that make you?
I am but a humble servant to my lady, and to you I'm a friend, someone you need to trust. Now quickly, you must come with me. We're both vulnerable here.
Okay, but only 'cause I'm intrigued. I've never been an astral projection before.
She's like, this might be interesting. Not as interesting as you think.
Okay, Jennifer.
Bright light much?
And in the Nexus, a convergence point for energies drawn from the 4 realms of oblivion.
Sounds like one of Lewis's fantasy novels.
This is real, Jennifer. I know you mortals think you're at the heart of everything, but believe me, you're not. Now please try to absorb all of this quickly. There really is no time to waste.
Okay, I'm trying. Just one thing, though. No matter where we are, you gotta stop calling me Jennifer. You sound like my stepdad. It's Jen.
I am to give you these. They are devices that will help you to learn of your true self. And if my lady is correct, they may afford us some protection.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's a vambrace. They fasten around your wrists. Please, it's important that you trust me and just put them on.
I've just jumped out of my skin, left my body in some hospital, been dragged through a rift gate,
Rift Gate.
and I'm in oblivion. Vambrace? Not a problem.
Precisely.
She's taking this well.
Ooh, shiny. And pretty comfy for a pair of metal doodads. Could have been made for me.
Well...
So, how do I get them off?
You don't?
And this guy wants me to trust him.
I mean, to be fair...
This lady you keep mentioning. Who is she?
I serve Arella. She is all that is good and pure. She is strength and virtue. She is righteousness. She is nobility.
She's a person, right?
She is not a person. She is not mere flesh and bone, emotion and desire. She is one of 2 primal forces that govern the universe. She is order.
And the other would be...
The other would be Abaddon, the embodiment of chaos, lord of corruption and decay. He is my lady's eternal foe and the reason for my being.
Right. You know you're gonna have to introduce me to this Arella.
Oh, I shall, and she will be most relieved to see you. But first, I must show you more of Oblivion. Please follow me.
So for the first little bit, guys, this is going to be one of those type of games where it takes a long time before it finally starts off. But it does like a lot of like explaining as to like the world that you're in and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of jump cuts, I will admit. So it's one of those things where it's like just bear with the game. And a lot of the stuff will, I mean, for some people this will make sense anyway. But it's like for others, it's like, the flip? Are you saying this is going past my head? In which case, you're not wrong. There's a lot to take in.
They got one of these.
But I do know Solemn has been tainted by chaos somehow, and we have to restore the natural order. I told you the Farai are violent, but they live as a basically peaceful clan with rituals and art, for example, a structured society. The one crucial thing for the race is their king. In Solemn, the king has huge authority, awesome strength, but he must, without fail, sacrifice himself at the height of his power and pass the throne to his heir.
Gruesome.
Ah, yes, the burning crown, the traditional method of royal sacrifice. Failure of the king to abdicate his power would devastate the land and lead its people to ruin.
Ruin as in...
Precisely. The king here is Hearn, strong, deadly even, but always a good leader for his people, I believe. A Farai king like any other through eternity. But some time ago he was due to relinquish power.
And he's running for another term.
He is senselessly refusing to give up his rule, and so leading the Farai to disaster.
So we check it out. Cool.
Yes. A sound plan of action.
So yeah, if you didn't get this, we're
I'll
basically...
quite happily lead the way whenever you like.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. But, yeah, basically what we're doing is that we're exploring the 4 realms, naturally, of course, trying to restore balance. And in this realm's case, it's been jacked up due to the fact that the king did not hand his power down like he should have done. So if that makes any sense, now you know. Although I'm getting myself lost already, and it's like, where do I go again?
You hear those growls, Scree?
That sounds like Malkai. They're primitive, territorial beasts. Huge teeth, fearsome claws, fond of the dark.
Well, that's it. We ain't moving. Oh, no.
I suspect they'd only be interested in devouring you.
Oh, great.
I doubt they'd find me too palatable.
Sure. You don't look particularly tasty.
Malkai are afraid of fire. I'll scout ahead, see if I can find anything.
I'll stay here until you get back.
Another thing, too, about this game is that you can switch between Scree and Jin, so it makes sense that we get to play as Scree every once in a while. And Scree's got a few abilities. One of them is, of course, turning to stone. Another one is simply climbing up walls and stuff. He doesn't really do much of combat, so... But he's definitely good in terms of, like, getting around obstacles and stuff. As you'll soon discover when we get to that point, that is. Like I said, the game takes a long time before you finally get started and stuff, and once you do, well, we'll just see.
This should keep those Malkai at bay.
Now, this is something of an Olympic runner that I would like to see. A small little gremlin-looking thing running around with a torch.
Aha! Back, mangy curs! I think that's it. I've illuminated the cave, Jan. It should be safe for you to enter.
Small point. Typical picky me. Should be safe or is safe?
It is safe.
Well done, big guy.
Want to make certain. So I believe you can hit select. Yeah, you hit select and you switch between the two. And so long as Scree holds on to the torch, we should be fine.
If you need information, just ask me and I'll do my best to help.
Now, we don't really need any help, we just need to get through stuff.
You know, being small and made from stone has some advantages.
It does?
Absolutely. I can climb up any stonework surface. Now that's something that might be useful to us, don't you think?
I guess.
She's like, yeah, that's pretty handy. Okay. Now to make our way in here. And all that good stuff.
Don't just stand there watching. Help me out here.
So let's see, you got a skinny-ass girl and a small feral beast. Both trying to open a rusty-ass door.
Damn that wind.
Uh-oh.
Don't panic. They can smell fear, you know.
Oh, that may
You're
be
not
too
on the
late.
menu here. I'll smell how I want.
There's the king himself.
Oh, shit.
It's Hearn. Don't worry. I can speak the demon tongue. Deus Safinta, Dwend Gen, Eb Ota Jimen Diarella, Eb Hivan Keferai, Ekta Sansetem Rekba.
This runt would have me believe you're an envoy of the goddess Arella. You look more like a sniveling half-breed to me.
Scree, I vote we're big enough to swallow the odd insult here.
Strangers, in these treacherous times. Should I drive you from my kingdom, or leave you to the Maokai?
Trust me, Lord Hearn. We're here to help you.
Help me? I suppose you must know the whereabouts of my son, then?
Well, no.
Then you are of no use. It was a night like this when Jared went missing.
But listen, I do know what it's like to lose someone. My friend Lewis was taken from me. Couldn't we at least help you look for Jared?
You seem ill-equipped to be helping anyone. Take this, and you may just survive the night.
Thanks.
Well, you'll need it
I
regardless.
have no more time for strangers. I must return to the great temple. Perhaps tonight my prayers will be answered.
I guess we know what he prays for.
The safe return of his son.
Come on, Scree, we can do it. Let's find this Jared.
Fine, as you wish. I'll add him to the list.
Hey, why'd he call me a half-breed?
Perhaps it's time for me to scout ahead again.
Alright. I think in this case we need to go this way, maybe?
What you doing?
It's called a lodestone. They're important. You'll find out later.
You are one strange critter, Scree.
Alright. We're gonna scout ahead, because I know there's something we gotta do first before we can proceed onward. So... there is one thing that I won't lie that I don't care much for. It's the fact that whenever you're having to get around a Scree, panning on the walls and stuff can definitely seem a little bit awkward at times. What it does. It's like you're looking downward and everything like that, but it's like... it feels kind of topsy-turvy on me, what it does.
I need to find a way to get Jen over here.
Thankfully there is a way, just gotta get to it is all.
That tree seems ready to fall at any moment.
And there we go.
Should do the job as a makeshift bridge.
And of course, the farther apart they are, the longer the load time will take between switching them. If they're closer, it's not that long, but in this case it is, so... Now we just gotta make our way over there. We're about to fight some monsters now. Although that wasn't much. It's like they died almost as quick as like them showing up. So it's like, oh, okay. Battle's over. Okay, there we go. That's better. Screw, you might want to turn around. There you go. Alright, time to explore our way around this mess. Because it definitely is a mess.
So many earthquakes.
The land suffers as a result of Hearn's poor judgment. Several moons have passed since he failed to relinquish his throne.
He didn't fail, Scream. How can he let go when there's no heir to take over?
Of course. Of course. Finding Jared could be the key to restoring the balance in Solom.
I'm surprised he didn't think of that, you know? The fact that he said the phrase his son was missing, like that should have been like a no-brainer thought process, you know? Of like, oh wait, that's why the king hasn't relinquished his power. It's because he hasn't have an heir yet. Because his heir disappeared on him. Like I said, it seems like I know what I'm doing, but the reality is I played it a little bit before with the last recording. Didn't work out well.
Good job, Jed.
So, it just seems like we're getting through this. But the reality is that the last recording, the audio was just not that good. So, we can at least get through here a little bit easier now. If I have to say one complaint that I have about this game is that the camera controls are just...
The wall doesn't look too sturdy.
The camera controls are really messed up with what they are. So it's like, oh gosh, it hurts. Like, you see how the camera kind of stutters a little bit? Yeah, that's the problem that I have with it. It can make it a little bit nauseating at times. Especially if you walk around as Jin, then the camera has like... It's weird. It's almost as if like someone in the background is like holding the camera and following them, and so it's got that little, what you call it, type thing. For every slope that goes down, it goes down as well. For every teeter-totter and stuff like that, it kind of has that feeling. It's not as stable as I would have liked to have had. I was about to say, there's more? That was nothing. Here's Jared's lodge, so this can't be good. Oh, there we go.
Now, this isn't a good sign.
What is it?
It's a piece of a Ferai's horn. It has an engraved tip. The symbol is similar to one used by Hearn's family.
I guess we should show it to him then.
You sure you want to do that? He would not be very happy.
I think we'll need to split up here. I can climb down. I'm afraid you'll have to find another way.
I've already discovered that, Scree. It's like I'm way ahead of you. Ooh, there we go. I was gonna say, why won't you go in there? I know I can walk climb that. Now then, where's Scree at? Yeah, so the AI isn't as smart as I would have liked for it to be. It'd be like, hey, come on over here, and he won't move. So now you gotta do this. It's one thing if you pick one or the other, but no, you gotta do both of them. Oh wow, yep, that's where the camera problem that I was talking about earlier. Okay. Let's resume on now. Kind of reminds you of the blind monsters from Resident Evil 4. Almost kind of look them, don't they? Especially with the blades and stuff.
Dulasu san pen, ati san apa.
No. I don't understand. Divina is known as a noble and just queen. Why would she have someone murdered like that?
Guess she ain't the gal she used to be.
The prisoner was no criminal. He was a shaman, a Ferai holy man. He spoke of uncovering Divina's secret, and that there were others still loyal to Hearn. We must find out what he meant.
Wonder if Hearn knows about his wife's mean streak.
I doubt it, and I don't relish the task of telling him.
Of course not. Why would you? So now we gotta make our way inside here. Although it's a bit of a labyrinth, I will warn you. Gonna encounter more monsters now. Alright then, we were able to take care of that. Wait, huh? Compass is definitely not helping. What it ain't. Although this city ain't good. Looks like it's about ready to tumble. Uh-oh.
These Ferai sure can jump.
Can't you make that jump?
No good. Too high for me.
Oh yeah, apparently not. Okay, well we just gotta continue on and make our way to wherever we need to go. This is actually as far as I got from my previous recording sections, so I have no idea what I'm doing now. So it's like, this could be where it could take a while. Oh, this is it right now.
Scree. What's with the glowing stuff?
It happens when I'm close to stone figures resonating with Ferai energy. It means I can temporarily transfer my soul into any statue formed from this material.
Cool.
Cool! Just wait till you see me do it. Then you'll see what I'm made of. Cool.
Okay. Go ahead. That's a fine statue. A lovely glow.
I can't do it yet. I need the essence from more Ferai lodestones before I can shift form.
Okay. Calm down. I'll take your word for it. Rocky.
If only she knew.
Yeah. Is there another stone somewhere else then? Hopefully, maybe? Oh, looks like here. Okay, there's two. Oh, and there's another one right there. Aha! they're in barrels. Good to note now. Gotta remember, look for lodestones in barrels.
Yeah, okay, that was quite impressive. A rock of many talents.
Although we got something in there.
Abinagdi.
Found this.
Abinagdi. Quipsan Binan. You. Why do you interrupt my ritual? What is this? What have you found? This is Jared's. Where did you find it?
It was lying in an old ruin. There was blood and signs of a battle, and corpses.
My son?
No. 3 huntsmen had fallen in combat, but this was the only sign of Jared.
I must discover my son's fate. And find those who have wronged him.
Lord Hearn, how is Lady Davina coping with your son's disappearance?
My wife keeps her own counsel these days.
Well, the last time we saw her... What the...
Have the gods answered my pleas, or do they mock me?
Scream? What just happened? What's he talking about?
Show me your arms, half-breed.
Half-breed. There he goes again.
Can you truly be Arella's champion?
Get your paws off me, Scree!
It is true. You don't yet hold the power, but I believe that you are Arella's chosen.
I haven't prepared her for this yet.
Then I suggest you do so quickly!
Ouch. Also, dadgum the bright light.
Scree? What's happening? These damn vambrace are burning me.
Be calm. They're merely channeling powers that exist within you. You are part demon, Jan. You were brought into oblivion as a baby, your soul tainted by the touch of chaos. Hearn has awakened the Ferai within you. The vambrace are merely catalysts for change.
Scree, it hurts!
Your body will be able to adopt each of the demon aspects of oblivion. The first time a form is awakened, the transition may be painful, but trust me, you will adjust.
What have you done to me?
Stay calm. You are in control of this. You may change form when you desire. There's nothing to be afraid of. Your humanity is not lost. However, you will find that the Ferai aspect has many advantages. Agility, strength, stamina, and if I dare say it, you're far more pleasing on the eye. Sadly, as you may have noted with Hearn, the Ferai aren't renowned for their good nature. My point precisely.
And now she can change into a demon.
No.
Okay. Ah, we got some new abilities here.
In your new form, I'm sure you'd be capable of that jump we saw those Ferai make.
Bouncy.
Bouncy! Yes, very bouncy. Well, we can tell this is the throne room. Okay. Uh-oh.
Ahi pagdidi ke blackberankeli.
These are people loyal to Hearn. They won't let us through unless we can prove our allegiance.
And how do we do that? How do we go about proving them that we're loyal? Considering the fact that, you know, we can transform into this creature form now?
What's next then, Scree?
I'm afraid Hearn's people don't trust us yet. I think we should explore the hunt grounds.
That's all the way back towards... you gotta be kidding me. All the way in the Hunt's ground? Like, all the way to the Hunt's ground. Let's see. L1. Great Temple. Hunt's ground. Yeah, that's all the way back there. Dear gosh almighty.
I bet I can jump up there easy.
Oh, okay. That's what I gotta do. That makes sense now. I guess. Wait a minute, there's a lever here. Gotta pull that. Okay, what about this thing?
No. 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 No.
Well, fine then. Be that way. Mid-transformation, because we can handle these guys in our human form, thankfully. Okay, Scree, everything should be fine. Well, we made it to the hunting grounds, finally. Took us a while. I can't understand a word you're saying.
Sorry to interrupt you there.
Velboft eosotrilakrun.
No further.
Do they know they approach the sacred grounds? Doubtless you are right.
We saw your fire, that's all.
We're kind of asking everyone. Have you seen Prince Jared? We're trying to find him.
Spirit! A spirit walking with... Well, why don't you ask him?
I guess you haven't seen him then, huh?
Nobody approaches the sacred necropolis. Even princes. Be warned. Keep away.
We must travel no further. The necropolis is sacred to the Ferai.
Scree. Duh! Jared's vanished. Of course he'd never be seen in a place where nobody ever goes. We've got to check it out.
Oh, wonderful. Go to a place where he's never been seen before. That's just wonderful. Alright then, guys, that's going to be it for this particular video. This is probably going to be one of the more longer ones that I put together, mostly because of how much that goes on and how little actually happens and stuff. But just to kind of clarify, this is kind of like one of those... It's kind of hard for me to explain it, but think of like an open adventure game, sort of like how The Last of Us is and the new God of War is. It's open world and everything like that. You just explore and try to map your way around the world and try to progress forward. The problem is, though, is that this game has a very, very poor camera control, so it's definitely kind of jarring to the eye, and it definitely makes you nauseous. Or at least to me it does. Maybe it doesn't to you, but it does to me. So it's one of those things. But aside from that, it's pretty okay. Combat-wise, it's kind of hard to get used to, you know. I want to say this was like early PlayStation 2 era, so it's definitely not as refined as like some of the other ones, like for example Kingdom Hearts, Jack and Daxter, and so on and so forth. But aside from that, it's okay. It's not bad. But anyway though, guys, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next episode. This is BlackCross signing off. Catch you guys later.